Yo, it's the Daily Huddle, yeah, you know the name. Three stooges in the booth, bringing ruckus, bringing fame. Every weekday at noon, you know we bring that fire. Rob, Bill, and Ken in the squad, that's our empire. Yo, Rob's the fact checker, keeping it real. Dropping knowledge on the daily, that's the deal. Bill's ready to roast, got the rival in his sight. When he steps to the mic, you know he's ready to ignite. Ken spitting facts, man, he's sharp as a knife. Throwing hard truth bombs, this is real podcast life. John Dorn in the mix, he's like, fuck the Lions. Bringing all the heat, likes to see the anger rising. Daily Huddle, we hustle, bring the vibe every time. Rants and facts, laughter, everything in its prime. Live every weekday, man, we're here to grind. Noon Central Standard, come and free your mind. Eric brings the rants, off the chain like a beast, letting loose his thoughts, they just never cease. In the studio we gather like a family affair. Podcast kings, yeah, we rise and declare. Roasting rival fools, we setting the tone. The Three Stooges take your fears and turn them to stone. Facts over fiction, we keep it 100. Tearing down the myths while the laughs keep coming. Daily Huddle, we hustle, bring the vibe every time. Rants and facts, laughter, everything in its prime. Live every weekday, man, we're here to grind. Noon Central Standard, coming free.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Huddle podcast. What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Just another day. We're one another day closer, man. Look, man, we're dragging ass. We're waiting for the fucking real shit to happen. We need some football. We're all just like aching for it, and ain't nothing happening.
What's today's date? The 8th?
Yeah.
Today's the 7th.
7th.
The 7th. All right, so we're a little over 2 weeks away from being at training camp, so we're okay.
Damn, bro. Still.
2 weeks away.
And then we can fucking hear about Cal Williams fucking underthrown and overthrown and fucking not grasping the offense. And
check out the merch at the merch store.
Look, man, I'm going to tell you right now, man. Can't you hear the love from Dorn's voice on how much he loves Caleb Williams? I mean, he just loves that motherfucker.
I love it that Bears picked him, tell you. I really do. The longer he stays with the fucking the Bears, the better it is for us, man.
Yeah.
You know, same with Goff. The longer they're with Goff, I'm not.
You know what, Dorn? I was listening to all the Caleb Williams talk last year before he got drafted, and he was playing the college games. And you know when I knew he wasn't going to be worth a shit is when he played against Notre Dame on a national TV game, and he shitted up the fucking bet against them.
Yeah.
I said to my friend Dan, I said he ain't gonna be shit in the NFL.
No.
If he can't play well against Notre Dame, one of the top teams in college, what makes him think he can play against the NFL's top teams?
Yeah, you just can't process. You can't process shit fast enough.
No. And Notre Dame ate him up. I think they took him for 4 interceptions in that game, if I'm not mistaken.
And then his drop backs, instead of dropping back 3-4 drop backs, he fucking does like about 20. He's like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why you drop back so far back? You know, the rhythm's always gone. It's the only time he looks good is on broken plays, and that's mostly all the time because it's always broken plays because of him.
Yeah.
They always blame the offensive line, which that offensive line was actually a pretty darn decent offensive line, tell you the truth.
I was getting ready to say, you think it's going to be doing all right this year now that they've gotten a year under their belt with that boy?
No, I think they might get maybe 7 wins if they're lucky.
7 wins.
I mean, that's what I'm predicting, about 7 and 10 for them, because they got a tough schedule just like we do, just like everybody in the North and East do. So I've already told people, if you were already a shitty team and now you got this schedule, you're not going to get any better.
No.
Yeah. No, I mean,
they got no pass rushers. I mean, you got
to curb the expectations too, especially with the new system. You know, new coach, new system, new everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like I'm telling Cowboys fans, man, you're 7 and 10 last year. You got the 5th toughest schedule in the NFL. You're not going to get any better than that. You might get an 8th win, but you're not getting any better than that because you didn't improve your team.
Exactly. You know, I did a little digging. You know that everybody says that Rodgers is got married, whatever. Yeah. I did a lot of digging, and I found out who he married to.
Who?
Oh, what a beautiful couple.
Yeah. I know who he married.
And Rodgers wasn't dressed. I was wondering who was wearing the dress. I was wondering.
That's a beautiful. Hey, man, the way they love each other, man, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Bro, you should post that up at the man. That'll get a lot of traction. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think our schedule starts on Alexander Day, man. 23rd, Alexander Day.
Oh, that's how you remember it, Alexander Day?
Yeah, 23rd, yep.
23rd.
First day we're without Alexander, which is probably a good thing for the.
Are you missing him already, Dorn? Are you missing him already?
Actually, no, not really. I'm not. Actually, I wouldn't mind keeping him, but actually, I went back and kind of looked at him. He gave up like 2 fucking touchdowns last year, something like that. I don't know. I'm glad he's gone. I think our Valentine is better. I think is going to become better. I think he only gave up, I think, 1 touchdown last year.
What's up, Scott? Yeah, that
Excuse me, question, what?
Does that sound better?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're better. Yeah, you're better. Much better. Better than you was anyway. I got to say that.
But see, what's nice about now they can actually game plan without Alexander. Before it's with Alexander. Alexander practiced a day or two, and all of a sudden, boom, he didn't practice, and then they got to flip it to plan B. It's like.
I mean, bro, he never played the last 10. He could have been on IR the whole time. Someone else could have been. We could have been running someone else in there.
Yeah. So
that's what aggravates me. Is I mean, bro, just if you're down, you're down. Say you're down and be down.
Yeah.
Just take the loss. Get healthy and give your spot up so someone else can get up. Sit in IR. You can still watch from the sidelines. We could have brought someone else in. We could have did some. I mean, bro, that's being selfish.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. That used to be what drove me crazy about Carson Wentz when he was my quarterback. That motherfucker never knew when to take it down.
Right.
He never did. He never knew how to take it down, man. I hate quarterbacks like that. Like you said, if you know you're down, go the fuck down. Just call it a day and we'll make another play.
Just go down. We'll go. We'll start again, bro. I mean, when the play's broke, it's broke. When the play's
broke, right.
Knowing you lost half the battle, and that was what Rodgers was excellent at. That's why he'd throw it away. He'd take the L. He's not gonna. Why lose the yards? Why lose the play? Why do something negative?
I mean, Rodgers as a football player is a great, great player, but Rodgers as a man is a dickhead.
What's up, fella Jackwagon? What's up?
He's a dickhead. But in the last 3 years, I think he's just been bad.
Hey, he agrees with you, John.
Caleb Williams.
He's not saying he's a buzz. He's saying he sucks, though, for sure.
Yeah.
You got him as a bust. Woody's just saying he sucks.
Here's for that Steelers fan. Here's for that Steelers.
Hey, Woody,
fan.
I heard you attended this wedding. Were you on the groom's side or the bride's side? And whose last name did they take, or is it hyphenated?
That's funny.
Look at Tom. I tell me what your secret is, Aaron. What's your secret to getting through the season?
And
that's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, we lost Bill again.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
yeah.
I'm excited, bro. Look, I don't know what Caleb's going to be. I don't know how he's going to be. I don't know if he'll ever be, but
you're just trying to kiss his ass so that way you don't look bad.
No, bro, because I mean, honestly, I saw somewhere and like some Bear fans took it wrong. They said by week 10, if Caleb ain't shown out, man, he's benched, and I think that's true. I think Ben Johnson's going to give him till week 10. I mean, how long would you give this guy?
Me personally,
I mean, I'm
half the season. I'd give him up to week 8. Maybe even 7.
Okay,
You're going to show me by week 7 or 8.
But their bye weeks in there, so by week 10, that's with their bye. So they have played 9 games, half the season.
Okay,
so
I'll give them that.
So, I mean, you're probably saying, okay, if you ain't got it by then, let's give Bajan a try because we want to still try to, depending on how many wins or losses they have at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, because If the kid ain't going to
He
show
caught
out
the
by the second year or
Woody
something,
caught the bouquet. Woody caught the bouquet.
he said, "I brought the bouquet."
He caught the bouquet.
Him and Sarah are next.
Him and Sarah next. Well, just for the record, I'm not a Rodgers fan. Yeah, none of us are, bro, anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah, well, the Bears, they don't just wreck fucking quarterbacks, man. They wreck
Woody
fucking
says by
receivers.
week 7. Woody says by week 7. So by week 7, if he ain't got his shit together, he's going to be. I mean,
Yeah.
Woody's one of the people on the other side of that. You know, he's not the normal Bear fan. He's the other guy. He's the other side of it. Because most of the fan base, they want that shit. They expect that Caleb's going to be great and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Brent says he's
now Woody is a Bear fan, right?
Yeah, Woody's a solid, hardcore Bear fan, bro.
But
He's a realist.
He wanted Jaden Daniels. He wanted Daniels.
He's a realist.
He wanted Daniels for their pick instead of Caleb.
Right.
And you know, if Jaden Daniels has another great year and Caleb tanks, Woody's going to be like, he wants his own show. I told you so. That's what he wants. I told you so.
Yeah, like you said, Bear Johnson is not going to be fucking. He's not going to wait. He's not going to let Cal ruin his job.
That's what I mean. I heard 10 weeks, and I heard people like offended. What, really? You're going to move off on 10 weeks and a new system and a new coach I'm saying, how long is the coach going to put up with it? Depending on how they are. I mean, what if they're 5-5 at week 10?
Yeah.
Or what if they're 4-5 at their break?
Yeah.
Or at week 9? I mean, what do you do?
Exactly. See, but I think last year he actually got fucking his coaches fired. I think the coaches fucking just gave up on him. It's like I can't teach
He
this
got
kid.
his coaches fired.
I can't fucking teach this kid, man. It's like they just gave up on him. And you know, the kid doesn't want to be taught, tell you the truth. He thinks he's autosexual. You know what I mean? He doesn't want. Stroud even tried talking to him. Fucking, he want nothing to do with Stroud.
I mean, that's
some of these kids are all acting like that. That they already think they know the game. They don't need to be taught by you. I think you got a point there, Doran. I think he took that attitude last year. I think you're right. Because he looks like one of those kids that, hey man, leave it alone. I know how to play this game. You know, it's like, what?
But
seriously?
You notice, last year he was with a lot of his teammates. Last year doing a whole bunch of shit. This year you don't see that. You see him by himself. He ain't fucking with all these other fucking with his receivers and all that right now, out doing shit.
No shit, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
He's not trying to build chemistry with them. He's not trying to do any of that.
Zach, well, it's just out on the street just doing shit. Like go fishing or doing fucking events and shit. You don't see him fucking doing a lot of shit with his, his teammates.
Well,
that's not good. That's not good. If you ain't trying to build chemistry, you're not going to do nothing.
Maybe they'll go on a little, get on a boat, go to an empty island and hang out, do some Lord of the Flies crap.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have some bonding, tip touching, whatever they do in those situations.
You really think fingernail polish Caleb's going to go play Lord of the Flies? Get the fuck out!
No, I don't, bro. It's another narrative, bro. It could happen. It could happen.
I can see his little bitch ass now. Oh, get the dirt away from me! Oh,
see, Robbie says
it's out of here.
Robbie, you must be a Bear fan. He says it's too early to say Caleb is a bust. I mean,
I said before you even drafted him, so
I genuinely give you 3 years. Was he stellar last year as a number 1 pick? I mean, what was Stroud? Stroud wasn't a number 1 pick the year before, and he had a great rookie season. What makes him different than Caleb? Caleb was the number 1 pick. He came in as the consensus number 1 pick. I mean, everybody knew the Bears were taking him number 1. Why didn't he show up better? Why didn't he have more than 5 wins?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it.
I mean, you guys are supposed to be loaded. I mean, you still got a loaded roster, but you won 15 games in the last 3 years. I mean, it's sickening. It's just, and you guys blame it on the offensive line, which is false, man. Your offensive line wasn't as bad as you guys say it's been, And this shit. I mean, some Bears fucking players on them bench last year.
Oh yeah, no, I think
I
didn't understand why they didn't bench him and try with Bajent. I mean, I guess they folded the season. They gave the season away. I don't really know. I understand it either.
I mean, everybody goes out that hype of the
Steelers
media.
fan. Okay, you're a Steelers fan. All right, bro.
It's
Respect.
just like that Hunter. I heard that Hunter's not doing good in fucking OTAs and stuff. He wasn't doing good at all, you know. I think he got
Bryce
the right
Bryce
too.
Young was the number one pick. Yeah, Bryce Young, and yeah. I mean, that's
Boy,
the thing.
young, innit? Yeah.
Man,
Gotta have fun.
I just wish they went back to the old days when it didn't matter where you were drafted. You were going to sit on the bench. You didn't come out in your first season and you had to learn something first. You had to learn how to act right. You had to learn how to play in the NFL. You had to learn how to actually play the offense. I don't understand it. They just these days, man, you just put the guy out there. If he's a first round
now
pick,
they throw their wolves.
yeah, I just don't get it.
Yeah, they don't care anymore.
No.
See, that's one thing I like about Love. You know, like, he sat all those years, learned the fucking playbook, learned it in and out, learned how to read defenses, everything. I mean, you see it against the Cowboys.
And I'm still going to say he wasn't perfect. He wasn't polished.
No,
it's not because he's still there's stuff you learn in the moment of the game. You know, reading defenses, learning how to pick the guy coming at you, learning to read that shit. You got to learn that by playing.
Yeah,
you got to get time in. So
that's like Willis, the last game against the Bears. I mean, everybody praised Willis. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. I was like, dude, but the dude's got to learn pocket awareness. Bears proved it, man. Bears fucking knocked him. He clocked him, man. You know, it's like free shot on his ass. It's like, see, welcome to the NFL, motherfucker. You know, it's like you got to know that pocket awareness. You know.
Well, and that's the point is that guy's got to be able to see what a pro does. You know, even if it's a bad pro, he's already been out there. He's already been behind a line before. He's been in the fire. He's got he's got an idea when he sees something. He's got a pretty good idea it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, and you can learn from that. I mean, I don't get it, bro. I don't understand why they don't it's a process. It should be a rite of passage. You should have to put your time in and learn how to play the game before they thrust you into it where you're going to get killed.
Yeah, I think on that play, I think Wicks blew the assignment. He was supposed to actually chip him a lot more, and he didn't even chip him. So I think that's what happened in that play. It was actually Wicks' fault.
Yeah. So I mean, Bears O-line this morning. What was it? Number 4. Are they? Did I read that right? Let me say that again. I left it up there for a minute. And I'm like,
I don't know if it was that good. I didn't think it was that good.
Yeah, well, they're saying that. Look, the Bears O-line is brand new. They added all kinds of pieces, so they're saying on paper right now the Bears are number 4. That's what they're saying.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean,
Tony didn't do too good in his last year in Kansas City last year, so I don't know what they think they got in him.
I don't know.
He struggled real bad, and then he got his ass kicked in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what they think they got in him.
People hype, they say stuff, they want their article to be read, so they'll boldly predict shit. You know, I mean, I don't know, man. To me, you got to get out there and play it. I don't care what experts say what. You know, I've heard it every year. This team is going to do this. This team is going to do that, and then they don't.
See, it's like the Packers. They always give us bad grades, always. But we're always in the playoffs 2 years in a row and all this shit. They don't give us no credit for nothing. It's like, whatever, man. Keep sleeping.
Hey, Robbie, I agree with you. I think 3 years is I think for any guy, any first. Well, you hope that your first round picks don't take 3 years to learn it, but
right.
Because if they're hard headed and it takes them 3 fucking years, bro. They're probably never going to be a great quarterback. They're just going to be like a backup or a fill in or a, you know.
I don't know. Some quarterbacks, you know right away if they're going to be.
That's what I mean. Well, what's the difference? Stroud wasn't the first round pick, but Stroud jumped out there and fucking was great.
Okay, when you talk to a Bears fan,
I don't think so much. I think it is.
What is the first stat that comes up when you talk to a Bears fan? What's the best, Caleb? What is Caleb's best known for?
Caleb?
Yeah. What's the best thing you can do?
Improvise, yeah. When the play breaks down, because he's always the play's always breaking down, so he's got more experience with it.
His touchdown, the interception ratio. That's the only thing they bring up.
Yeah,
that's the only thing he can bring up because you can't throw fucking interceptions, fucking dinking and dunking, and fucking being on your back. You know what I mean?
Throwing short all the time.
You know.
Yeah, but you can make the offense go. I mean, Jared Goff, I mean, that's how he does it. He makes it go by just dinking and dunking and letting the
one thing about Jared Goff, now you notice, it took him 3 years to get to the playoffs. Why? because Goff can't do it by himself. He can't be like Love, where he can take rookies and take them to the playoffs. Goff can't do that. Goff ain't good enough to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, Goff needs everything around him to be good. You know what I mean? Where Love, he makes everybody around him look better. Tell you the truth. Even with our people dropping, we still had one of the top offenses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but some things change. You got to have a good play caller. That's definitely you got to have someone with some common sense back there.
Yeah.
Levis doesn't need 3 years. How many does he need? 6? I'm just teasing, man. I mean, you got to put your time in. That's the one thing. I mean, and look, the Bears. I'll give them this much: they let Caleb play. He can take a beating, man. He had the most sacks. I mean, he can take a beating. I mean, I don't know how much more to say about it.
He had no choice but to take a beating last year.
And good decision making, not throwing every pass whether it's there or not. I mean, 6 interceptions all he had. I mean, that was pretty good his first year. Will it stay like that? We'll find out. I mean, if you want to win, you got to try take some chances. You got to have some more explosive plays. So you're going to have to throw the ball down the field a little better. You know to me, that's actually good, man. When you only have 6 interceptions, that tells me that you might have been eating a few more sacks than you might have needed to, but at least you didn't just throw a foolish pass downfield where anybody can get the fucking thing. You just didn't throw the ball willy nilly, is what I'm saying. He was smart enough not to do that. But he was always running, always running for his life. So, I mean, you have to learn to throw the ball away, throw it out of bounds. You know what? You save yourself from getting sacked. He hasn't learned everything yet. And like in the situation of that first Lions game, call the timeout. You have the power. You're on the field to just do this, and it's a timeout. Yeah.
If I was a coach, I'd teach him where the tackles are. Do you see where your tackles are and how it lines up on the field? Yeah. If you get past the hash mark, throw the fucking ball away.
Yeah.
Especially you know what I mean? Because once you're past the hash mark, you should be past the tackle, right or wrong.
Yeah. No, when you're outside the box, you can throw the ball out of bounds or throw it at the line of scrimmage. You can throw it away legally without being called for grounding. Yes.
But as a coach, you teach your quarterback if you can get past the hash mark, you should be past the tackle, right or wrong.
Yeah, right. No.
Yeah.
You're right. I agree.
So that's what I'd be teaching Caleb. You get past the hash mark and you see nobody, throw the fucking ball away.
Well, to me, last year, you could see the growing pains. I mean, how is it the OC doesn't teach them? You could call timeout on the field, bro. You should call timeout.
Yeah. But his accuracy ain't that good either, though, man.
No, it's not. I 100% agree with that. I don't think it is, but you could still build an offense around it, but you could work up to that.
Yeah. I think Ben Johnson will get the best out of him, which ain't going to be much.
I think he will, too. Will it be enough?
I'll tell you right now, if Johnson can't get it out of him, nobody will.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
So that's why I say it's kind of going to be a shock to the system. If he makes it, great. If he doesn't, he does. They're going to move on from him. And I honestly, I think everyone will be okay with it. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think they'll be okay with moving on.
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be too many people that ain't going to prove that message. I mean, if he's already alienated his players, which I didn't know. I mean, that was a shock to me today. I didn't think he was that bad to him. Yeah. Because I ain't been checking in on the Bears. I mean, they're not a part of my division. That's you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that he wasn't having any success with his guys.
You Bear fans don't like to hear all this stuff. They don't want to hear it, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? They didn't want to hear that Caleb went home at the end of losses and cried in his pillow when he said all that. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear him talking about his nails and how and then
you don't want to hear about his press-on nails? What?
They get upset. They're like, I had Bear fans call me homophobe. Do you know how many years I listened to Bear fans call him Sharon Rogers or Karen Rogers? And he's a queer. He's not. I mean, all these things. And bro, you just suck it up, bro. You know what ain't true? Suck it up. That's what he wants. He spins that narrative. He's the one who told everybody he paints his nails. He's the one who said, how are we going to know he goes home and cries on his pillow unless he tells us? How the hell are we going to know that?
He's got to learn how to be more private if you don't want people to throw it back in his face.
That's just what I'm saying, Rock. I mean, is he really trying to be private, or is he trying to put it out there? Does he want to keep playing for the Bears? Maybe he's trying to make fans.
That's what I'm trying to say, Rob. If he's already being this sensitive to people throwing his life back in his face, then maybe he needs to start learning how to be more private. You got to learn.
But I don't know that he's upset about it. It's Bear fans that are upset. It's not him. I got Bear fans because we're making fun of him.
The Bear fans are going to have to. Well, then the Bear fans are going to have to understand they got a Cinderella on their fucking hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on, you got Cinderella Caleb. That's what I'm going to start calling him. I swear, if he gets any more princessy, he's going to be called fucking Cinderella by me.
No, they call him the LGBTQB1, bro. That's what.
No way. Oh shit. Oh.
Bro, that's the standing joke for him. The LGBTQB1. That's what they call him, bro. That's what.
Fuck. You wait till I tell my best friend that shit today. He's going to laugh his ass off. He's going to be like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, that's what they call him in the North.
Yes.
LGBTQB community one.
Yeah. I can't even say it. So funny.
I can't either, man. I'm having tongue twisted. LGBTQ community, QB1.
You'll figure it out. You'll get it. You'll get it.
Yeah, well, I'll get it. It's going to take some time to get used to that,
though. You're good, man. You're good, bro. He's with his Coon jersey.
LGBTQB community, QB1.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's going to be hard to say.
I'm just saying the new Bear Stadium's gonna have nail kiosks. You can go in, get your nails done, same as Caleb's every game day. You go in, get in early, get in line.
Yeah.
You know, I'm telling you, it's gonna make a new market there for in Chicago. I mean, and the guy wants it like that. He's brought it out. He's the one who put all this out there. He's the one who's created that media storm. And
I was getting ready to say, I mean, because I didn't hear you say the fans. I'm thinking if he's upset about it, he needs to calm down. But if it's the fans, then they need to break the ball.
It's the fans, bro. They're coming at me sideways. They want to all right. If you're they're like, let's do a bet. If Caleb beats you guys, then you have to paint your nails. What, bro? I wouldn't paint my nails for any other reason. I'm not doing it for a bet. You're mad because he goes, he's like calling me a homophobe. I'm like, bro, I don't care. Bro, you want to suck dick? Go ahead. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't really care, bro. But it's funny that a football player would paint his nails. You don't see that anywhere. I'm sorry if you don't like that. I'm sorry if he admitted he went home and cries in his pillow and he sounds soft.
Yeah. He came out and said, I'm autosexual. I'm like, okay,
yeah, he admits he's an autosexual. He's in love with himself. He's admitted that. All of this stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making it up. I'm just rolling with it, making jokes off it. I'm sorry, and it's not even my jokes. I'm using someone else's that I heard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen videos. I've seen. There's ones with him in a tutu, the whole team in a tutu. I think.
Right.
I mean, he's their leader. So what do you think they're gonna say? I mean, he's supposed to be their on-field leader. He's out there in a tutu and painted nails and crying.
Right.
I mean, bro, I don't make this up. I just roll with it. I don't really care. It's funny. It's something to get at Bear fans about.
Well, that's why they only got 15 wins in 3 years. You know what I mean? They run a shit show.
That's what we do. That's what we do. That's why we do what we do. I mean, I call the Giants fans midgets all the time. I call them co-stars all the time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I tell them all the time. It's all out of the point of it, though. They call me a pigeon all the time. What the fuck? It's no big deal.
Bro, I mean, so many times I've heard, how can you take anybody seriously who wears cheese on their head? I don't know. How do you do it?
Right.
You take us serious, we win. That's how we say, look, how does it feel to get beat by a piece of cheese, bro?
Yeah. I mean, especially 5 out of 6 years you've been in the playoffs with 2 different quarterbacks. I mean, Lions never done that. Fucking Lions. Vikings might have, but way back in the day, maybe. And Bears can never do it because they can't even find a quarterback. And they ruin fucking receivers now too, I guess. That's what Claypool says. They ruined them. So they not just quarterbacks they ruin receivers now too. pretty soon it's tight ends, like Komet, and just go right down that line. Bears is a shithole circus, man. That's all it is. Their roster ain't really that good. What do they got for pass rushers? Sweat? Woohoo! Fucking, what the fuck has he done lately since he's been there?
I mean,
what have any of the receivers done since they've been there? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, no, it's true. Very true.
I mean, the only person I really like on their team is probably Johnson, their corner. Brisker I like his attitude. Brisker's, like Brisker.
Yeah, but all those guys talked all that shit, bro. They don't.
Yeah. Let's take another. We ain't giving it back. Yeah, right. You're taking a big
year. I'm telling you, it's going to be an interesting year.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
I can't either.
Kick it off. Let's go.
And I think Lions are going to have see, those guys think they're not going to drop off at all, which they're fooling themselves, man.
John, I just made a $50 bet with Steve. I don't know if you know who Steve is, but
he owes me a sweater. Yeah. He owes me a sweater, a knitted sweater. He owes me a knitted sweater. Next time you see him, tell him, hey, JD or John Dorn wants this fucking knitted sweater. He knows.
Okay, I'll tell him that.
It's a little inside joke between us.
I got you, John. And I told him, and I was just telling the group. I mean, it wasn't even at Steve directly. I just said to the group, I said, the Lions ain't winning no more than 9 games next year. Mm-hmm. Next thing I hear is Steve, I'll bet that. I'm like, you will? Like, yeah. I'm like, okay. $50 says they ain't winning 9 games. Well, they'll win 9 games, but that's it. They ain't getting double digits.
Yeah, I got them about 9 games. I think that offensive line is a bigger hit than they think it is. I mean,
I told them, I said they ain't getting double digits because they ain't got no OC, they ain't got no DC, and they just lost their center. They're gonna fucking lose a lot.
Yeah,
bro. Just by losing their coordinators, that to me drops them 3 or 4 games.
Well, it's just not the center they lost.
And you talk about the O-line losses, that's a couple more games. So, easily could be around that 9-7, 10-6 mark, 8-8, 8-9. They easily could be around that 9. I mean,
that's what I'm thinking. I don't think they're going to do no better than 9 wins.
We already see what Goff does when he gets pressured. He sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't getting no more than 9 wins. That's it. If you get, and I told Steve, I said, if you get double-digit wins, I'll give you your 50. I pay it off. I've never reneged on a bet ever. I don't play that way. I said, but I'll go there shocked. I'll pay that money shocked because I really don't think they got the team. Like John said, I don't think they got the team with all the losses they've had.
They got some of the talent,
but one thing about their talent too wise is that they got. Their first stringers are solid. After that, that's who they got. You know what I mean? It's just like they're not. I don't know. I like to see our roster. We got strength. I mean, I looked at our safety room. Sure, they got 2 good safeties. Where our safety room, we had like 4. Was 4 of them that were over 72 PFF. All of them were over 72.
There you go.
And then we had one. Our lowest one, our 5th one, was like 65 or 66.
I'm about to say, if he's 65 for a 5th, that ain't too bad.
Yeah,
that ain't too bad.
I mean, you got to look at the whole group, not just
right.
We got the best. You got to look at the groups and shit like that. Because when that one top guy goes down, who do you got after that? You know what I mean?
Exactly. And you try to teach that to these young kids today. They don't fucking understand that. They don't understand you have to have depth today.
Yeah. And it's like our receiver room. It's like our receiver room. Oh, your receiver room, fuck, you don't got a number 1. You don't need a number 1. We already proved that you don't need a number 1.
Right.
I'd rather have a bunch of 2s and 3s than have one guy get honed on. You know what I mean?
Exactly, John. You know what, man? I like how you think because I think the same fucking way. I'd rather have a bunch of 2s out there who think and play the same and know that they're not selfish and don't want 100 fucking passes versus you getting 50. Exactly. They don't want that. The number 2s pull for each other. That's why I like about number 2s. They ain't trying to be bigger than they already know they are.
Who are you going to stop? Who are you going to try to stop? You going to stop Dobbs, Wicks, Watson, or Kraft? Or who are you going to stop? You know what I mean? It's
exactly.
Like you can't hone down on one guy.
Exactly. When you have a bunch of number twos who think about the same way and they all just run their route, no team can key on one guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I also want the team to know that there's one guy on the field that no one can stop.
Well, that's what Watson's on the field.
And when you need that first down, that's the guy you're going to go to. The team needs to know that.
No,
I don't care what anybody else knows, but the team needs to know that when there's a go-to moment, you have a go-to guy. It happens in many games where you need a.
Most of the time, it's Dobbs or it's Wicks.
I agree, but last year, how many drives were killed? How many touchdowns were dropped? How many? I mean,
exactly. And we still had a good offense, so we still won out of games. Most of our games we weren't never blowing out.
I know, John, but we never got back to that point where we were. Playing
I think this year you're going to see that. I think we're going to go beyond it.
I think
we will.
We just played so inconsistent last year.
But I think now that with Murphy gone now, I think Goot and okay, well, we got to do something here. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you on your opinion on that, John. What do you think? Do you think the Packers will be better now that Murphy's gone, front office wise?
I'm kind of. I think we might do a little more, actually, more digging into depth, more like in free agency, maybe do something more like go get a TJ Watt. Maybe we'll go, So to me, I might be better, to tell you the truth.
Well, you don't think Murphy was aggressive enough when he was GM?
Well, he's not with GM. He's just looks over everything.
President, whatever he was, the president.
But everything had to go through him. I think that this new guy is going to be a little more. He's for the 49ers, so I think he's going to say, okay, let's go get this guy. We need a pure pass rusher. Let's go. Spend a little money. Let's go get him. That'll take us over the hump. That's what we need. I won't mind going get a TJ or a fucking Henderson, but I don't think any of them available though. Tell you, I think they're both.
Let me ask you something. You guys don't think that the 49ers are too old? I've been hearing a lot of people tell me, and I've been hearing a lot of rumor that 49ers are an old team now.
I think, tell you the truth, I think people are sleeping on them. I think they got a really easy schedule, and they still got a lot of key players yet, and they're getting younger. I think people need to watch out for them.
Okay.
I think they're mid. I ain't worried about them.
You're not worried about them, Rob? I was just ready to ask your opinion. Because personally, I think they're a 500 team. I don't think they're going to do no more than 9-8. I think the Rams are better than they are. I think the Cardinals are up and coming and getting better than they are. To be honest with you, I think the Cardinals are getting solid. People better look out for the Cardinals. I think too many people are sleeping on the Cardinals, honestly.
Yeah, that's what
I think the only weakness out of the Cardinals is the fucking quarterback. I think Murray needs to prove himself this year, in my opinion, or he's got to go.
Yeah, I don't think TJ Watt's going anywhere either.
I don't think he's leaving there.
I really think that Steelers thinks that they can actually go for a Super Bowl run with Rodgers. That's what they think, but I know that's not going to happen. But
that's not going to happen.
No,
I know what they're thinking because I got DK Metcalf over there to be his number one. It's still not going to help him.
No.
Oh, Watson's still on IR. He's not cleared yet, but
Watson's
week 12 to week 6, and now he's running routes already.
Yeah,
he's been running routes for a couple of weeks, so I don't know. I think he's going to be ready by week 1, week 2, if not ready by training camp. But everybody's like, "Duh, Rob, don't say that. Just let him heal." The way I seen him running, I mean, bro, I don't know how you stop the guy from getting on the field. I don't know.
He's on contract here, man. He wants to be on that field. Contract. He wants the big bucks.
TJ will be a Packer. What?
Would be nice, but
it'd be nice, but I don't know how you can say that, Eric.
But tell you the truth, I don't know if I want to spend all that kind of money. You know what I mean? I want to see what Cox can do.
Bro, I'll spend that kind of money on a real player. He's a real player. It's not like we're getting something. We're not getting a joke. It's a real player. He's a real plaar.
But towards the end of his career, though.
Yes.
Bringing up TJ Watt, you don't want to hear the rumor I'm hearing around here being in Philly or being right outside of Philly. The Philly News wants fucking TJ Watt for Nolan Smith Jr.
I seen that too. That's
fucking retarded. I wouldn't trade that. Nolan Smith Jr. is an up-and-coming fucking pass rusher, 23 years old. He's already got 4.5 in the playoffs, and you want to trade it away?
Yeah.
You fucking smoking crack? That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's a real dumb move. Nolan Smith's just learning how to pass rush in this league, man. He's already beast moding. What?
Yeah, I seen where the Packers trade Dobbs and like a second round pick for TJ Watt.
That I would do. To trade a wide receiver and a second round pick for what? Yes, that would be an easy pick for me.
Yeah. Well, Dobbs and Rodgers had connections already, and they can do a second round pick. You know, to me that'd be fair to me. I'd do it.
That would be to me. That would be a steal by
Packers. They want a first round pick for Watt. They want a first.
I was getting ready to say that'd be a steal. If the Packers ended up pulling off that move, that'd be a steal.
Even we gave him a first round pick, because it's gonna be a later round first round pick anyway.
I would give a first and Dobbs to get.
Me too. I would too. Yep.
I mean, that would still, in my opinion, that still would be a steal because he would make such a difference on your defense. It wouldn't even be funny.
Yeah.
I mean, your defense is already pretty fucking good. You get a stellar pass rush on that?
Him and Rashawn Gary next to each other? Who?
What?
I was actually watching a guy break down about Rashawn Gary. Rashawn Gary actually had a better year than TJ Watt last year and fucking Crosby. If you actually broke down the numbers, actually, Gary was actually better. If you take the sacks away, getting pressures and everything else.
Why would he go to Washington when he could go play for the team he grew up loving? He would. I guarantee he would love playing for the Packers, bro. I promise you, Robbie.
He's from
Wisconsin people. Why wouldn't they want to? That'd be like asking me, "Hey, Rock, man, would you like to play for the Eagles?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" I mean, dude, I grew up right outside of the stadium, 30 minutes from the stadium. You don't think I don't want to be a fucking Eagle? What?
No doubt.
Exactly.
Shit. They would love that shit.
That's why Packer fans want him so bad, because they know
hometown boy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck yeah. Even one of my own in my hometown went to Wisconsin.
If TJ came and played for us, he would be the talk of the family too, because none of the other guys got to play for the Packers.
Well, Rock, in a couple weeks, into 23rd, I gotta go to camp. You know, I gotta take Clippers' job away.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You got Sean Clifford? I'm taking his
job away, so.
That would be hard. Sean Clifford wasn't that good of even for Penn State, so.
Yeah.
Trust me, he wasn't that good of a quarterback. He really wasn't. And I didn't really like the kid. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, this is the best you motherfuckers could recruit for our team. You know what I mean? Because Sean Clifford, like I said, he wasn't a good college kid at all. Well, he might have been a good college kid,
he had
but
good traits.
He wasn't good.
He had good traits on him, but he didn't pan out. We tried it. No.
But see, Rodgers already knows Dobbs. Dobbs comes with a much better cap number than Scary Terry, and he's younger. Yeah. I mean, I see your point, Robbie. I see your point. I don't get me wrong. Scary Terry added to a team is nice. Trust me, I get that.
Hey, Claypool can always come back.
Claypool. Y'all keep Dobbs, so you don't want Dobbs. All right, bro. Just saying. Sleeping on that youngster. I don't want to give up Dobbs. I like Dobbs. I want us to keep him. I think we're going to have a 1-2-3 punch at wide receiver this year. I think you're not going to be able to.
Well, to get back, then what?
That's what I mean, bro. It's going to be tough sledding in Green Bay this year. I think for wide receivers, they're going to have to learn how to. We're going to have a couple guys over 1,000 yards. I think this is the year we're going to break that shit.
I don't know. Too many balls passed around, man. I don't care what they get, as long as we get to the playoffs.
Bro, the only thing that you can have
playoffs to get that. I don't care what stats.
Yeah, bro, that's what I mean. I'm just saying we're gonna have. We just need more yards. That's all it is. We need more yards and bigger plays. The guys need to break plays. Guys need to create their opportunities. And this is where you do it. So
we don't want to end up like the fucking Lions here.
No rings.
Yeah.
Nothing. Zero zilch. Fuck the Lions.
Fuck the Lions.
Fuck the Lions.
Don't be hating.
Don't be hating.
I love that fucking picture. I don't give a fuck how many times you guys show that shit. It backs me the fucking. I swear to God, when he looks like Justin Bieber, that shit just fucks me up.
Justin,
And then the other beef, don't be hating. Like, get the fuck out of here.
he's a Justin Bieber wannabe.
You know, I'm telling you, he does. But when you guys put it up there like that, I didn't realize how close he does actually look like Justin Bieber. I was like, damn, he does actually look like Justin Bieber.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Because, I mean, honestly, I never put two and two together until you guys did it. And I was like, oh, fuck. I didn't realize how resemblance they really actually look. That's crazy.
Can you name who this is?
Yeah, that's Dan Campbell, isn't it?
Yeah. Geez, everybody knows that.
Oh, fucking cigarette man. I mean, dude, man, if I realized my teeth were that yellow, I'd have to do whatever I'd have to do to cover them bitches.
Well, I just don't understand how he's gay. He's a head coach. He's in front of the TV all the time. He's got millions. Why not get your teeth fixed, bro?
Hey, right. Get your teeth fixed.
Get it fixed, bro. At least get some fake ones or something. Make
No,
them look
something.
good. I mean, you can buy a good smile these days, especially when you make millions. You know, you can buy a good smile.
Right.
I don't know why he doesn't.
I mean, you got a great point there, Rob. Maybe he don't want to go through the pain because it is painful to get your teeth yanked and all that shit.
How many people put gold and diamonds on their teeth? They can make grills.
Oh, everybody.
I mean, you can make your smile these days.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, you imagine how long you got to sit in a fucking chair, though, to get those diamonds put on your teeth.
I mean, bro, a lot of them have that snap-in shit. You just get it, snap it in, and they can take it out.
I didn't realize they snap in and out like that. I thought they had to drill them bunkers on your teeth.
That's what I mean. That's why I don't understand why Dan don't do it. Today's get your teeth fixed correctly. They pop in, they pop out. I mean, bro, there's so much.
He was yelling. He was going flying out when he's yelling at people.
That might be true, John. You might be right about that.
Wasn't secured.
That might be the truth, man. Would you imagine that if that happened, man? Everybody'd be making fun of the fact that he spit his teeth out on the field.
Bro, still, I'm going to say this again. They can securely put them in. If you're not going to some fly-by-night dentist, you can get it done correctly. He's got the money. He can get it done correctly and have a really.
He's probably got one of the best insurance, fucking dental insurance.
Come on, man. I mean, I don't get it, bro. The guy makes.
Don't be asking him, where'd you go to dentistry? Oh, I went to John Wick's dentist down under. He gave me a second-rate fucking job, man. Fuck it.
I mean, even still, Robbie, you get paid millions. You can get enough drugs to where you don't feel nothing. They can put him to sleep. They can put his ass to sleep, and he can just wake up with no teeth.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
After a couple weeks of recovery, then you go back and you get they put in the bridge, they put all that good in, and then you can snap his teeth in and pop them in.
Yeah, cheaper in Mexico.
Yeah, whatever. Just saying, bro. There's means these days, bro. There's no reason for him to go around like that. That's all I'm saying. I mean, Hollywood is there's places in Hollywood you could go. They do millions of restructuring. I mean, come on, bro. How many shows you guys see? Makeover shows where they redo people. I mean, it could be done. And he's got millions.
I almost died from abscess teeth. To be honest with you, I almost died. Yeah. I was 27, 28 years old, and I had bad teeth. You know what I mean? Because all the drugs I used to do and shit, and it made my teeth go real bad. And so I had 4 of them pulled because they were really abscessed. And dentist said, I don't want to pull them because they're real abscessed. I said, fuck you, you're pulling them. So he pulled them anyway, but he made me sign a waiver. I went home, and my roommate said, you're going to get ready to get sick. I said, how do you figure? He says, because the poison ain't doing nothing but going through your body now.
Yeah.
And sure enough, he wasn't lying. About an hour later, man, I got hit, and I was down and out for 4 fucking days, dude. Yeah. Down for 4 days. I thought I was going to freaking die.
When infection is entered into your bloodstream, that's when it gets serious, and that's why I didn't.
Yep. And I mean, dude, I was down for 4 days because of that shit. I was 27.
All you had to do, Rock, was go home, take some antibiotics, wait a couple days until the infection was gone, and then went back, and then he would have pulled it out, and you'd have been fine.
Nope. I told him, pull them motherfuckers right now.
Almost killed you, bro.
Because
Almost killed you.
my roommate come upstairs and he handed me a joint and I'm smoking the shit out of that. He goes, "How you feel?" I said, "Very, very sick, but I'm not in pain." Fucking head. And I laid back down and went back to sleep. Yeah, dude. I said, "But I'm not in pain." But I mean, man, I felt that first day I thought I was going to die because I was sick of that dog. I'd never been so sick in my life. Oh. And then a couple years later, I got 107-degree temperature and almost died. So I've had a couple of moments when it comes to sickness to where I've almost died.
You're trying to kill yourself, trying to see you test those boundaries.
Actually, that's what happened. I tried to kill myself, and they took me to the hospital. And an hour later, man, I came down with 107-degree temperature.
Holy shit!
No fucking shit. Yeah, that is no lie, man. It took them 2 days to get that fever to finally break. Yep, I had 107-degree temperature. They thought I was getting ready to die.
I'd have dropped you in an ice bath. Wake up, Rock.
Man, I was in bad shape in that moment. I was 30. I was in my 30s then. Yeah, I was in my 30s then when that happened.
Yeah, I'm sure
So
we all.
I've had some close calls. I've had some close calls, but I thank the Lord I'm still here.
Yeah, they say I got 9 lives, man, but I got like 1 left.
Yeah,
holding on to that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're young, you take dumbass. We all did dumbass shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they say, why do women live longer than men? Hold on, man. Look at this, and you'll see why.
Yeah.
Doing dumb shit. Dumb ass shit. This is how it goes.
Because, yeah, I was about to say, I think it's because men put their lives on the line more than women do because they just don't care. You know, we got that wild streak in us to where we just like doing wild and crazy shit.
Just because we think we know better. Well, I mean, bro, there's a whole show out there called A Million Ways to Die and 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, bro, doing dumb shit is just like it's a lottery, you know. Sometimes you win the dumb prize award, sometimes you don't, you know. That's
dude,
just how
if you watch that show, 3 out of every 4 deaths on that show are men.
Well, bro, sure.
Well, you do. We do all.
Because we're dumb. Bro, maybe we're not alcohol. Maybe we're all equally dumb. But some of us just are more open about it. You know, that's they're just openly dumb. You know,
beer courage. Hold my beer. I got this.
I mean, what's dumber, watching a guy die because he did a dumb thing, or actually doing the dumb
watching him fucking die and do the dumb thing?
Yeah, I mean, which is dumber? I mean, holy fuck.
Yeah.
There was a guy I knew fucking he rode around in crotch rockets, and all he did, all he does is go like 110, 120, 130, 140, whatever, all the time.
So many
I found out one day, boom, he killed himself while he fucking ran into a fucking brick wall. It's like at 100 some miles an hour. It's like, well, you pay, man. You know, you can't feel sorry for guys like that. You just
I watch a lot of videos of guys wear their helmets and they're racing through traffic.
Yeah.
And bro, someone turns in front of them. You're on a 2-lane road going this direction. He's going in and out like this, and somebody's turning left. Eventually, everybody stopped. There's a reason these stop. They're waiting to turn, and here this guy comes right into it. They turn in front of him. Instant death. I mean,
it's funny you guys would be talking about that because I was just riding the other day and a fucking guy on a fucking Harley or Suzuki rice burner fucking went right on by me as fast as he could go. And I said to myself, that boy's looking for a death.
Yep.
Yeah, lane splitting, bro. They allow that in a lot of cities, in a lot of states where they lane split, and these guys just go in between traffic. And you're supposed to have eyes all. You got to be watching, bro, because you never know. Suddenly, a guy's gonna just pop over me right there, and you have to react.
That's Rob, they said to enjoy my ride. Reasonable speed, not going through there 50 miles an hour.
Right.
When I was younger,
you got to go through there at a reasonable speed.
Yeah.
You got to go through the lanes at 15, 20 miles an hour to where you're not fucking putting anybody's life in danger. I'm sorry, Jim. Go ahead, sir.
But like when I was younger, I grew up motocross and all that shit, 3-wheelers, racing 3-wheelers and motocross and shit like that. Then I went to enduros, and then I went to like KZ's 1000s and shit like that. Then I was about 17. I got Harley. I got a Sportster, and then that's when Harley kind of started up. But for me, I like the joyride. You know, I don't want to go if I go like 41 and the gosh, like that. I'll take the back roads. I'll fucking, you know, I'll go fucking. It takes me a little longer. I don't care. I don't sit on that highway. It's fucking boring. I want to go do the country road and check shit out.
You got to worry about nature jumping out in front of you out there, John.
That's the thing. That's my buddy of mine just got hit by a deer and he's still in the hospital yet. Yeah.
Especially at night, man, out there during rut season, bro. There's herds of deer crossing the road, bro.
Well, even right now,
bro, you'd be fucked.
Even right now, because the fawns are happening, they're getting born right now, and the does are looking for a place to have their fawns and shit, so they're crossing a lot right lately.
Yeah.
You ain't first, you're last, or you're dead. One of the two. I don't know.
Yeah. True.
No.
Very true.
I like to kick back and enjoy my ride. That's just like people that go, I like flying. Fuck that. If I'm going to Florida, I'd rather drive there. I want to see the. I want to go through Indiana, fucking Tennessee and shit. I want to go check shit out, you know. Unless I was in a hurry, then I'll fly. But
I'm sure out there in the middle of nowhere, bro. Even in like up where Ken lives in New York. I mean,
that's beautiful up there. Upper New York is beautiful, man. You know, it is nice up that area. It is.
Lots of nice country.
Nice hunting, yeah. Nice scenery. You know, even Upper Michigan is nice. You know, and
our country's beautiful, man. There's lots of beautiful places to go. You know, it's for sure. Lots of places to go hunting.
Oh yeah.
That's the beautiful thing. Hunting is something you can go anywhere and do.
Yeah.
It's cool how there's different deer in each region too, man. Like different, you know, whitetail and different. I mean, all that.
What's different is like they got different routes. You know, the months. You know, like ours is like November, October, end of October, November. Where down in Texas, it's fucking November into January. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
One of these days I'll make down in Tennessee or Texas. Go shoot a
hog. Down to Texas, where guns are legal. Everywhere you can just have your gun everywhere.
Want to shoot some hogs?
Year round, you can hunt. Get you some bacon, John.
Fuck yeah.
Feral hogs down here, bro.
I like to go in the helicopter.
Yeah. Yeah. That's because there's so many of them, bro. Yeah. There's. I mean, they get them to scatter and be like. Oh, see, look, there you go. That's why he was in a whole body cast because he was doing 130, man.
Yeah, and you get hit by those bugs. Even going about 80, fucking, you get hit by a bug, man. It fucking stings, man.
Oh, I mean, it's not the speed that gets you. It's that sudden stop when you hit something. You know.
Yeah.
That's the part that sucks. It's not the speed.
Or you get that death wobble at fucking 120, 130.
Oh shit. I've seen that, bro. Don't even, man. That's so scary.
What did you say happened, John? One of your friends kept going at that speed and finally hit something.
Yeah, well, he hit he actually got the death wobble and then it shot him into a building. What happens is when you get so fast, some bikes the front end starts shaking and it gets out of hand.
It gets more.
And some people know how to get out of it, and some people don't. A lot of people don't. When it starts happening like that, you gotta get weight over the front or the gas tank, get the weight over the front end, and let out the gas right off the bat, and get your weight up front. So this way, it takes that wobble out of it. And you pray like hell too.
I don't want to test it.
No.
And on that note, we're gonna have to end it because we're at the end of our hour. But damn, John, that's a scary tips from John on how to ride your Harley.
That's called death wobble.
Watch out for the old death wobble. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for commenting. And look, it'll get better. Football season's around the corner, man.
2 weeks away till training camp, gentlemen. It'll be all right. We'll live.
It'll be all right. We'll get through this together. I promise.
Cowboy wears tutu.
Yeah, yo, it's game time. Ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports. Just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken. Stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 Palmcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.